In five, four, three, two, one. You're live.
Hello, Launch family. I'm so excited to be back with you again today on our Facebook Live. Hopefully, we've been able to have some people join us today. I know it's the middle of the day, the middle of a work day for all of us. But hopefully, you've been able to take some time to join us, or you are able to watch us on the replay. So today should be a day where we're celebrating finally seeing justice in the unnecessary killing of a black man by law enforcement. Yet at the same time we were waiting for the verdict, another young black person's life was taken haphazardly by a white police officer. And so I'm a strong believer in hope. Yet the inequities that people of color continue to experience is becoming more and more exhausting. And so I share that because self care is critical at this time, right? For people of color, for people supporting our efforts. My hope for our launch family is that we are all taking self care seriously, so that we don't wear ourselves out, we don't burn out, we don't have breakdowns, but that we can continue to be strong and press forward, particularly for the children that we have the opportunity to support and serve on a daily basis at launch. And so that is my hope for us and for our launch staff who have the opportunity to see this. Just a reminder: please take advantage of our EAP program to get support and help. Please partner with your colleagues to provide peer support, and please take time to rest and refocus yourselves so that you can be the best you can be for our children and families. So I'm also on here today with the opportunity to bring Rehana on with me. Rehana is our director of development. Most of you probably know her longer than me, because Rehana, you've been with us for 7 years now.
7 years this past March.
Years this past March. So Rihanna has been holding it down for launch for a while, leading the efforts and making sure that we have the additional funding that we need beyond tuition and government grants, but reaching out to the community to ask people to share their resources, their time with us, writing grants to foundations and businesses that provide financial support as well. Just making sure again that we have the resources we need to be able to do the work that we do. What I have also enjoyed about working with Rihanna is dynamic with marketing and communications. Like, oh my gosh, dynamic. So like yesterday, there was a piece that went out about our response to the George Floyd verdict, and we sent out a communication about Ramadan support and just all those wonderful communication pieces that you see. Rihanna partners with me to make sure that they are the right message, that they speak to Launch's mission and our vision and our values. And she is fully aware of the audiences that we are trying to make sure that we are engaging with our communication and marketing. So I thank you for that great work, Rehana.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Angela.
Yeah, and then Rehana is also has taken the lead in our event. We're For the first time, we're doing a virtual event. I've missed the opportunity of coming and sitting at tables and eating meals. I assume there's like chicken and fish, right?
Chicken and typically in person would be chicken and a vegetarian option, I think.
And then a vegetarian option, right? So miss maybe gone are those days, maybe. But Rehana has set up a dynamic virtual program for us on Friday evening. So I'd love for you to share a little bit more about that, Rehana.
Thanks, Angela. Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, like you said, this is our first ever virtual event. So, what we're really trying to go for is an opportunity for people to engage with each other. Because I think after over a year of a pandemic and isolation, we're all looking for opportunities to connect and opportunities to get to know each other. So, we have this really great software that we're using that actually mimics an in-person event where you can kind of mingle and almost like work the room. You can go from table to table and actually chat, video chat with people you know or new people. And so that's from 6 to 7, and then the actual program begins at 7. And I'm really excited about the program because we get to hear from the Launch community. So I know you're going to be speaking. There's a Launch teacher. You get to hear from kids in our programs about what they love about Launch. Some parents are speaking, and then, of course, some of our board members. I think it really feels true to like who we are at Launch is we're part of this community, this bigger family. And so I think it'll be a really great event for folks to hear what we do and why it's important for the kids and families in our programs. And then, of course, have an opportunity to support us and make a gift. I'm also really excited about the silent auction. Mm-hmm. So the auction opened this past Saturday, and it goes until this Saturday at noon. And we've got some really cool items for folks. So
I have an item on there.
I was going to say, Angela is auctioning off a virtual Zoom tamale making class, and it comes with a gift card to buy all the supplies that you need. And I hear that you are like the tamale queen, that you make the best. So
yes, I do. I'm going to own that.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's an electric bike, which if I had the storage in my apartment, I would be bidding on that. There's some art from some of our preschoolers that they made. There's a spa package. A really cool thing is that Woodland Park Zoo donated a virtual animal experience where they will bring like a live animal onto a Zoom meeting or a Teams meeting and, show you the animal and chat with you, which is really cool.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. So what's our goal from this event? What are we looking to achieve?
We are hoping to raise $70,000. So this is our biggest fundraiser of the year. And this is a big opportunity for our community to invest in our work and help us provide really critical services for kids and families. And I think it's particularly important during the pandemic where, I think this last year has made it more clear than ever why programs like Launch are important. You can't work, you can't go to school if your kid isn't somewhere safe, somewhere where they're supported, somewhere where you can trust that they're being taken care of. And then, of course, we know with schools being closed that kids need lots of learning and social emotional support. So this fundraiser will really help support that really important work that we're doing.
Yeah. And then you came up with some fun ways for staff to engage before the event. And you share a little bit about that?
Yeah. So, there's so many ways that our staff have been able to get involved. One of our staff members was helping with some of the planning of the event. We did this fun contest with our staff. So we want to encourage staff to get engaged in fundraising and however they feel comfortable. And so that can mean a whole lot of things. It could mean, talking to the families in our program or the people that they know and inviting them to the event. It could mean donating an auction item. And one of our teachers donated these really cool handmade dolls that she makes. And so we're auctioning those off. Some of our teachers submitted a recording of themselves talking about the work and why they believe that Launch is important. And there's just a whole host of things like that, ways that teachers and staff could help and support this work. And so what we're doing is we made like a little bingo card, and they can check off for each site which various tasks and things that they could do to help. And then at the end, the site that wins will get like a lunch on us, and they'll get a couple hours where the senior leadership team will come to their site and help out, and so that they can go hang out and eat lunch and enjoy the fruits of their labor, while the rest of us get to enjoy some time with the kiddos. Yeah. Which I'm sure you're looking forward to, because you've been a teacher in your past life.
Yes, I am looking forward to the opportunity to come and fill in for our teachers. That's going to be fun. Yeah, and talk to the kids and so forth. But I do appreciate that we set up a way for our staff to share and give back. I believe in like sharing. I talk about our time, our talent, and our treasures, right? And many times we're always focused on the treasure, like how much money can someone give, particularly when there's a financial goal. And but we know that that's not the only valuable way to support the work that we do. And so when we have people who you said who volunteered to or gave of their time to help plan the event, gave of their time to share videos, share their talents to help kids. I heard like there were some kids made some soaps, some little soaps that they put in.
Some of our Miller Annex kids had, they're actually really beautiful. They're these soaps that they made, and they use molds that look like sunflowers, like the launch logo, and they're really cool. I think one of the things I love the most about Launch, and one of the reasons I've stayed here as long as I have, is that it really does feel like a family, and that we're all in this together. That's the way I like to fundraise is, I think lots of people want to help, and they have so many things to give beyond just financial. We really value all the ways that people show up and join us in this work, whether it's volunteering or making soap or telling their story or whatever way they want to show up. We're so grateful for it. Because as a nonprofit, we really are reliant on the support of our community, and we couldn't do this work without all of our donors and our volunteers and our supporters and our families and our staff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People truly make an investment in Launch. I mean, we're all daily making an internal investment in the work that we do, but then the external investment is huge. I mean, our two former EDs, even the interim or former interim ED, Marty, they're still all engaged, right? They're still giving, they're still out in community helping to identify resources and make connections back to our organization. That says so much to me, to know that long time commitment is still there. And even like one of our parents who is a brand new legislator has been, advocating for some bills and legislative policies to be put in place. And when I've had the opportunity to speak to her, she does it with Launch in mind, right? She does it with realizing the experience that her child had in our program and wanting to make sure that work carries forward. And so, the support is amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I think it says a lot about the quality of our teachers and the experience that they give to kids, is that so many people want to stay engaged and support our work. As a fundraiser, I can only raise funds when the programming is high quality, when we know we do good work. And I just feel so lucky to work in an organization like Launch, where I may be biased, but I think we have the best teachers around. I'm in awe of the work that they do every day and the way that they show up and they care for the kids and they teach them and they support them and just really are that home away from home for the kids. And I think it just makes me feel so good every day to see our families, current and former, just saying, thank you. Like, how can I help? Because you really helped my kid.
Yes. Thank you for saying that. That is beautiful. Well, Rayhana, we've made it through 15 minutes of another Facebook Live video. I appreciate you coming on here with me and sharing more. I'm going to have you back because I know there's some other information you'll be able to share in the next couple of months about some of our funding and investments and so forth. But I appreciate you joining me today and sharing with our launch family about the event and all the other ways they can support our efforts. So
Thank you so much for having me.
no problem. Thank you. So we're signing off. Hopefully you have learned quite a bit, and I look forward to seeing our launch family on Friday at our event. Pop by my table if you get on the platform and say hi, and let's keep connecting. Thank you. Bye.